We're back, college hockey fans. It's time for a preview. I'm here with Colorado College head coach Chris Mayotte. I watched your practice today. I saw a lot of teaching going on, and I asked you, does that ever stop?
No, it doesn't, and it can't. We have to keep growing. Our players have to keep getting better, and as a staff, it's our job to make sure that we're here supporting that. We ask them to give a lot and make sure that they come in prepared and are very intentional with their efforts. The same exact thing from the staff. So we come in, we're prepared to coach and to teach, and they're prepared to learn and to play.
Last year at North Dakota, your season ended, but I thought you guys took a big step. Are you seeing that on the ice this year too? Because I know one guy, wearing number 41, took a pretty big step over the summer.
Yeah, Hunter's building off of, his season last year. Obviously, the big summer in a lot of different ways. The gym, the strength, the confidence. Obviously, making World Junior is a big feather in the cap. And so he's coming in, understanding the coaching staff, understanding his role, understanding how to be successful in it. And that's what he was able to do last year, is learn how to be successful in this league. And now he's just building on top of it. And we have a big number of guys that are doing that. We're second-year staff, so all of our guys that are returning come back with an understanding of how we're going to operate, what the expectations are, where last year it didn't matter what year you didn't have that luxury. You could have been a senior and everything was brand new. So you see that, their quickness to pick things up is way ahead of where we were last year for sure.
Okay, I'm going to go with the three theme on this one because I've done three previews so far, and I've seen three great goaltenders at all three schools, Arizona State, Denver, and now at Colorado College. And you got three Noahs. So let's start with the goaltenders. The goaltenders are as good as they get, and you've got a nice array of them, I think. You've got a senior, a junior, and a freshman.
Yeah, and, for the senior and junior, they're back. Vernon obviously ended up being our starter at the end of the year, so he went in the offseason feeling good and building on confidence there. Beggs is, just a worker. He pushes everybody to be better. He brings energy every day. He's a guy that's great in the locker room. And then you have Caden, who's coming in as a freshman. And, the speed, the college game is different. There's a lot of traffic around the net. There's a lot of big bodies around the net. And when you look at freshman goalies, I think that's usually the biggest adjustment that they have to make, is just learning how to manage all of that. So he's doing a great job with that, but we like our competition a lot.
Okay, let's talk about the three Noahs. What did you do? You sent Menino out there on recruiting trip. You said, I only want guys named Noah? It's
actually wild. There have been a couple of times, too, where two of them have started drills, and we've said Noah and Noah, and everybody gets a chuckle out of it. But it's funny because I like to use first names with our players, and Noah Prokop, who was with us last year, couldn't stand it. He's like, nobody calls me Noah. Can you not call me Noah? And now it's a challenge because there's three of them, so he got his wish.
Okay, Brian Yoon coming back, your leader. He looked like a leader again tonight. He told me in the offseason, I know he told you in the offseason too, that he wanted to be a part of a team that was winning. He put in too much work to not win. Is it time? Is it time to win?
Yeah, we believe that we have that capability, but we're no different than anyone else in the country who believes that in their team right now. So for us, it's about putting in the work, not feeling like because it's a new year, because we still only won 9 games last year. So our guys put in a ton of work. We believe in the progress they've made. We believe in the guys that we've brought in to be a part of this program. But at the end of the day, it's the team that keeps getting better every single day. The ones at the end that are standing are the ones that find a way to get better throughout the year. But you can't get too far ahead of yourself in that regard either. You got to be your best version today. And I thought we were good today. A couple days ago, I wouldn't have told you that. But they responded well. They compete. We got better, and we think we have a good chance to surprise a lot of people this year.
Surprise with the schedule as well, because I think the schedule sets up really well for you guys. You get to play at home on New Year's Eve. You're getting some teams coming here, and you're going to play some teams. But your thoughts on the schedule overall?
Yeah, we're excited. Obviously, Anchorage is back, and that's a program that I give a ton of credit to, and I really like their coach, so we're excited to host them. Obviously, going back to St. Lawrence will be fun. Similar last year going to Union. It's basically where my coaching career started. So I look forward to that, and I think it's a good challenge. We saw what type of team they were here last year. They're tough to play against, and their building's a tough one to play against or to play in. Then you go to Arizona State, who's opening up a new building. They brought in a good freshman class, good transfers as well. So they're, I'm sure, excited about what they have going this year. Air Force is always tough. The crosstown rivals, so they're always a challenge. And then we have Princeton coming here for the 30th and 31st New Year's Eve. So we love our non-conference schedule, and then the NCHC is fun. I'll be honest, I'm disappointed we're not going to North Dakota this year. I love playing in that rink. I love the atmosphere. I wish we were going, but we're excited for the strength of the schedule. And I think when we look at our team this year, we're bigger, we're faster, we're stronger, we skate better. And so I think we're better equipped to handle, the depth of our league and the schedule that we play.
Well, you beat me to the punch. I was going to ask you where the strength was. You just gave it to me, but give it to us one more time. If there's one spot that you think is your strong point, and we'll end it on one spot that you really want to improve on before the end of the season.
I think our forward depth is real. It's we have a long list of guys that can be players and contribute. So that makes for great competition. And you see it in our practices. The guys know that lineup spots are going to be tough to come by. And so we really like our forward depth. We like the experience on our back end. We only have one freshman, or we have two. Nikolai came in, was a late addition, and Ethan Strachey. But basically our top five are all returners. So we like our experience on the back end. And then again, I think our goaltending is in an improved spot. What we need to improve, our specialty teams need to improve. Our ability to keep pucks out of our net, our ability to defend, our goals against has to get down. Last year, if we gave up 2 or less, we were 6-5-1, so we were over 500. But we just didn't do that enough. So that's our goal, is to give up 2 or less each game, give ourselves the best chance to win. Our penalty kill needs to improve, and our power play needs to improve. Good
stuff, Coach Mayotte. Go Tigers, and I guess my letter is gone now because that team is really good.
Some guys beat you to it. Go Tigers.
All right. Welcome back in, college hockey fans. It's preview time. I'm here with the captain, I think, of the Colorado College Tigers. He was the captain last year. He decided to come back, and you told me this summer you were coming back here because you wanted to win. Brian Yoon, are you ready to win?
Oh yeah, it's been a long summer. We got to, because of the new rink, we got to spend a lot of summer down here, so we're really looking forward to it.
You put in a lot of time with different coaching staffs, different rinks, growing up in Colorado. I know that the black and gold and the interlocking CCs mean a lot to you, but tell us in your words why it's so important for you to come back and be a fifth-year guy this year.
We've been through a lot here, especially with COVID and, like you said, the coaching changes, and it didn't feel right leaving it the way we did, or leaving it the way I would have. So, like you said, it means a lot to me, and I'm excited to come back.
You've got a really good group of guys out here. Not that you didn't have in the past, but for some reason this group looks like they're already gelling. And we talk about cohesiveness all the time. You being a leader of this group, what's it like to try to bring them all together?
Honestly, it's not too hard. We have a great group of guys who always want to be around each other, and they're fun to be around. So, getting together and having that gel hasn't really been too much of an issue. Like I said, we had all that time this summer for the first time since at least I've been here. So that extra month over the summer and just working out and skating, I think, helped us a lot.
Tell me about the freshmen that are coming in here, because you've got a lot of really talented freshmen from the goal out. Excited to see what they can do?
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, we have really good freshmen that came in. They all have really good track records, and they have a lot of skill out there, so it's going to be exciting to watch them play.
Talk about your defensive depth. That's where you shine. What's it like to play defense for a Chris Mayotte coach team?
It's intense. It's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of closing out and playing physical. And some guys aren't used to it, but we're kind of getting going now, and guys are getting used to it now.
Okay, I watched you practice today, and Coach is teaching again, and I said, do you ever stop teaching? He said, no, I'm always going to teach. Is this the way it is all season long? He's always teaching?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
What do you take away from that? Because I see a lot of other coaches that maybe shy away from it a little bit. They're not like all over you and trying to teach things, but do you like that? As a fifth-year guy, do you like being told that you need to be better at something else?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'd 100% rather have a coach that teaches all the time or maybe even too much than someone who just sits back and, tries to make you figure it out. Throughout the whole year, we're going through video, we're going through teaching, and, he sets a good culture right off the beginning, just saying nothing's personal. Everything's teaching. We want to be the best hockey team we can, and I think everyone admires that.
Last year, your season ended in North Dakota. I thought you were so close to forcing another game, but I also saw two things. I saw you at Denver the week before, and I thought you guys took a step, and I thought you took another step at North Dakota. Did it feel that way?
Yeah, we never felt like we were out of it. We always felt good, in those games especially. We thought that we went out to North Dakota and played 2 good games, and, they were a good hockey team, and they just beat us. So, it's encouraging to see, but, it's not good enough, and we got to build off that.
I think I know the answer to this one, but when you look at your schedule, you're going to tell me you take them one game at a time, but when you look at the overall schedule, you sit back and you go like, this sets up pretty well for us, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's college hockey. Anyone can beat anyone, so, it's a cliche, but we got to take it one game at a time and just focus on the next one.
Okay, so playing here at Robeson Arena on New Year's Eve, thought about that one yet, or is that way too far down the road for you?
I haven't even thought about that one yet.
I love the fact that you guys have made this a home now and you feel comfortable here. You talked about the extra time you got by having it right on campus, but does this really feel comfortable now? 'Cause to me, it feels like this has been around for 10 years and it's only been around for a year.
Yeah, I mean, I think it felt weird last year just for, the first couple months, couple games. Being right across the street, it felt a little odd and almost like foreign, I would say. But I think now that, we've been here and, we've seen kind of the community come around it, that it does actually feel like home now.
Okay, so I got to ask you about Colorado hockey. It's been a really successful year. The high school team up in Denver wins the high school championship, the national championship, I guess. The Pioneers, your big rivals, they win the NCAA championship. The Avalanche, they go on and win the Stanley Cup. Has Colorado become a hockey state now?
I'd say it never wasn't. Since I've been here and since I've grown up, I always felt it was kind of a hockey town. The Avs came in and had a great year in '96, and I think that kind of set a boom. And, we were down a little bit, and I think that kind of reflected, at least from some of the coaches I talked to back home. And, it's looking all good now. I'm excited to see what happens.
Okay, final one for you. As we play out this season, how good can this team be? How far can this team go as you look at it right now?
I'll say I think the sky's the limit right now with this group. We have a lot of potential, and if we play the way that I think and I think everyone else thinks that we can play, sky's the limit.
You heard it, folks. The captain of the Colorado College Tigers says they can do it. The sky's the limit. Brian Yoon, thanks for spending some time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Welcome back in, college hockey fans. It's preview time. I'm still at Colorado College. I brought a freshman in now because I brought the captain, Brian Yoon, earlier. So Noah Laba's with me. Okay, where do we start? Talk about being recruited to be a Tiger. What was it like, and how excited are you to finally be on campus?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of my recruitment process was through Menino and obviously Mayo as well. They were pretty adamant on wanting me here, and I just felt like it was the right fit and was excited for the program they're building.
Now that you're on campus, tell us what it's like to be on this campus. It's different, right? It's smaller than probably a lot of high schools.
Yeah, definitely. I came from a pretty big high school, so it is definitely a smaller school, but the feel is great. Obviously, you got the mountains here, which are beautiful, and all the students, like hockey's the main thing, so that's really, really cool aspect.
So while you were being recruited, you knew there was a new building coming up. You knew you were going to be probably the second class to play in it. And now that you've actually been in Ed Robeson Arena, how does it feel?
I mean, obviously it speaks for itself. It's a beautiful arena. It's just ours, so that's all you can ask for, just having the ice whenever you want, be able to come in and get all the resources you could need. So it's been unreal.
So from what you're telling me, college hockey is everything at this point that you thought it was going to be? Is that fair?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's been awesome.
Okay, so growing up in Michigan, tell us a little bit about playing hockey up there and how things went for you as a youngster.
Yeah, obviously Detroit's hockey town, so it's pretty big up there. And I think all my friends from Michigan I've met through hockey. Pretty much my whole life's been hockey. So, and it gets competitive, whether that be with the parents or the coaches or the scouts. So it's definitely a fun atmosphere.
All right, let's talk about your style. What are Tiger fans and media going to see from you when you get out on the ice wearing the black and gold?
Yeah, I like to play fast. Obviously, I think I play a two-way game, can play both sides of the puck, big, heavy, strong power forward. So definitely playing against the best competition in college hockey. Nothing beats that. You want to play against the best because obviously it makes you better. So definitely excited for that.
In addition to that, you got some non-conference games that are going to be a lot of fun, including a New Year's Eve game being played right here at Ed Robeson Arena, and you get Alaska coming in, and of course the rivals from Air Force. So let's start with that one. The rivals from Air Force. What have guys told you about playing Air Force?
Just heard they're hard and heavy, and they're a disciplined team. So obviously we don't take any team lightly. So I'm looking forward to competing against them and see what they're all about. So.
Give us a thumbnail of a Chris Mayotte practice now that you've had a few of them. What are they like?
I mean, they're hard. You compete every practice. Obviously, it's early in the season, so we're getting the systems down. A lot of thinking, a lot of playmaking. So just well-rounded practice.
Your summer involved a NHL draft pick with the New York Rangers. Give us a thumbnail of that. What was that like to be drafted into the NHL?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a dream come true. To be drafted also by such a great organization is special. But I know the work starts now, so just getting ready for that.
Okay, so let's talk about your teammates. You got a lot of great freshmen that came in, including a pretty good goaltender. How impressed are you with the guys around you?
Yeah, I mean, the freshman class is great. Obviously, I played with a couple of them in Lincoln, so we were already tight coming in and just gelled well with the others too, and they're obviously all good hockey players, so I'm excited for what we can do and what we can contribute to the rest of the team. Okay,
final one for you. You had a chance to play a lot of competitive hockey, and we talked about the NCAA, how competitive that is, but your team alone, I mean, Coach Mayotte's not afraid to sit somebody if they don't earn a spot. So what's it been like right now, and how important is every practice for you?
Yeah, obviously nobody's given anything. You got to earn. You got to take what you want. So definitely just competing every day, not taking a day off, and trying to be the best you can.
Noah, thanks for spending some time. You're one of 3 Noahs, so how confusing does that get?
It's a little confusing, but just use the last names. It's easier.
I love it. I love it. Noah Laba is with us. Thanks for visiting with us tonight, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.